Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Okay, it's the weekend, guys. We always love a good weekend. I hope you are all keeping well. We are getting nearer and nearer to being able to be let out. I know we're all out slightly. You know, there's a bubble that we're having to join at this moment. And then on Monday, the retailers are opening up. So it's very exciting, finally. And I hope all of you all are safe and well. Your family is healthy. It's really important. So I'm here for another episode of Who Am I Talk. I'm really excited. I'm about to introduce a very beautiful, talented founder of an amazing, a game-changing lash brand. I don't know if you know anything about lashes, but it's so important for us women to be able to feel amazing at all times. And even under this COVID situation, we still don't want to let go of ourselves. So this lady, she's amazing. Her name is Tyra Warn, and she is the founder of Dollbaby London Lashes. So shortly I will be introducing her. I'm just waiting for her to pop up on my screen so we can have a good chat about her brand. I'm not sure how everyone's doing today. I hope you're well. The sun is out in London. Wherever you are in the world, I hope the weather is making you feel good. I think this is a time we've got to really, do our best to be positive and be productive. And I'm, doing this in order for everyone to see and share brands that you might not even heard of. So I'm just waiting patiently. So anything going on, guys? Anyone wants to catch up? Hello, everybody. Hello, lovely to catch up with you guys. Thank you for joining us today. And very excited to introduce my guest. So I'm going to wait for her to pop up very shortly. And I'm just been really busy. I've been busier than normal. I think that's what normally happens times like this. You just try and find the most positive way to be productive. So anytime soon, she will be joining me. And thank you again for all you lovely, wonderful people for joining. Here she is. Give me 1 second, guys. Just waiting. Okay, I think we've got a technical problem. It happens sometimes. Let's try again. So it slipped. I'm going to see if I can add her. Give me 1 second. Let's try again.
Hi. Sorry, a bit of technical difficulty there.
It's okay. These things happen. How are you, beautiful?
I'm good. I'm really good. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. And how have you been? Is the first question. How are you getting on?
Really well. I think given the circumstances, business is doing well.
Yeah.
I'm doing well, healthy, and so I think that's the main thing.
And that's all we can ask for, isn't it, at a time like this? I think
absolutely. And what about yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm just really busy. It's funny. You think when you're at home you'll be relaxing, but I'm actually busier than I've ever been. It's always the case, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm actually trying to schedule time to relax and have a bit of me time.
No, good for you.
No, but it's lovely. I want to introduce you, beautiful, lovely lady. You look gorgeous. I'm loving the hair. It's so summery. The dress.
So do you.
Beautiful. This is the lovely Tyra Warn. She is the founder of Dollbaby London Lashes. I don't know if anyone on this audience knows what lashes does for ladies. I'm actually wearing yours today. I managed to do it.
Really?
Yeah, I managed to do it. I'm terrible at putting lashes on. Normally that starts lifting as the day goes on, or I move my eyes and then it's hanging and you think, oh, got to run to the ladies. But they are amazing.
And they make such a big difference. And I think that, as long as you know how to put them on, which I think is usually people's biggest bugbear, because they can't apply them, they don't know how, or even they feel intimidated by just the thought of trying to apply them themselves. And so one of the key things that Dollbaby London focuses on is having the beginner in mind. So we have, we come up with innovative products all the time that just help the beginner apply eyelashes, especially during times like this when, you can't just pop out and get your lashes done. You can't get the infills done.
I know.
yeah, so I think now people are realizing, okay, I need to find a plan B here.
Definitely. And
And
you are the plan B.
yes, I'm
Unbelievable. Thank you so
gratefully.
much. You saved my life. I want to start from the beginning. How did it all start? You know, what's your story? How did you get into the lashes industry and be so
Well,
amazingly
I
fantastic?
thank you. Well, I actually started as an executive assistant, so I've
Okay,
always been predominantly working for investment banks.
okay.
So far removed from the beauty industry.
Yeah.
However, I've always loved hair, beauty, makeup. Ever since I was probably even at school. I think even in primary school, I don't know what my mother was thinking, but she allowed me to buy like these little kitten heels, like when I was about 9 or 10.
She got you
Um,
ready.
but it's what I wanted. You know, I would cry, and I really want. You know, I've always kind of just loved that the whole glamorous thing. And
Yeah.
even though I was good at my job, as a PA and then an executive assistant, I just wasn't happy. I was deeply unhappy,
Mhm.
and I knew that I wanted to start my own business, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I was in a very good job, very well paid job, and the security and the stability was, you know, it's enough to kind of keep you grounded. You know, you
Of
don't want to
course.
sort of rock the boat.
Yeah.
And I think literally just one day it just clicked. I actually got offered a promotion, and I just thought, and it would have been more money, but you know, it's more hours as well,
That's
especially
right.
working in finance, in investment banking. It's, you know,
Yeah.
I'm, even when I'm not in the office, I'm at the office because I'm on BlackBerry 24/7. And I thought, if I was to put the time spent into doing something for myself, I think I could be quite successful. And then how I got into lashes, my hairdresser and I was just having literally just shooting the breeze one day, and she asked me where I buy my eyelashes from. So
Mm.
I've never worn eyelash extensions,
Mm.
and I definitely wouldn't wear them now because I know what damage they can cause to your natural eyelashes just
Mm.
from speaking to my customers and seeing them firsthand.
Mm.
Um, she asked me where I got my strip lashes from, and at the time, this was, it must have been at least, oh gosh, like a good few years ago now. And
Mm.
where I got my lashes from, they are very luxurious and they're very
Mm.
expensive.
Mm.
And we got to talking about, you know, how can they warrant these prices? And, you know,
Mm.
okay, the Kardashians may wear them and this reality
Mm.
star wears them,
Mm.
etc., etc. And it got me thinking, well, okay, why aren't these more affordable? Like
Mm.
the fluffier, the fuller, the real beautiful lashes. And I'm not
Mm.
talking about your high street lashes that you'll see in the chemist, which are very plastic feeling. You know, they're often kind of, you know, they sort of sometimes just
Poke
look
out, don't they?
when you're, yeah, they're not sort of
Mm.
they're not fluffy, they're not wispy at all. And so the idea was born. So I thought,
Wow.
okay, well, I think first of all, they don't need to be this expensive. They do
No.
not need to be 30 pounds a set of eyelashes, which is what I was paying, because I just
Wow.
didn't want the high street lashes because they were just awful.
Yeah,
So you've
yeah.
got, you know, high street lashes, what they're average about, I'd say £7-8,
That's right. Yeah, about that.
give or take, maybe £7 is being quite
Mm.
generous. Um, and then it just jumps to the premium brands, you know,
Mm.
that there's nothing in between. And also with high street lashes, you know, seven, 8 quid, it's not super cheap. You know, I mean,
No, you're right. For
some of Dollbaby lashes, you know, they start from about £10, and the
okay.
longevity is, you know, you'll get 20, well, I say 20 to 30, and I say that conservatively, but a lot of my customers, because we used to be in a retail shopping mall, used to come back all the time and say, oh my god, I've had these for like 2 months, they've lasted, you know, they're still going strong.
Wow.
But I think also with chemist or high street lashes, they're £7-8, but when you
Mm.
open them, there's nothing luxurious about them. There is no, it's just a piece of plastic, you know, and you
That's
get
correct.
a little glue inside, and trying to get
Mm.
into the plastic is like a feat in itself, you know, because you
That's
need
right.
you need scissors to
Yeah.
actually clamber in. And once the lashes are out of their packaging, that's it. They're just on the dressing table or wherever it is to get lost. And there's no box. There's no, you know, and as women, as ladies,
we want that.
We want, yes, you know, we want something. We want like to feel luxurious. And if we're using lashes for a night out, or even if it's every day, not many people use lashes every day, but many actually do. But you know, if it's for a nice event, or if it's for, you know, you want to feel.
You do.
Nice.
It's like the experience, isn't it? You get the box. You open the box, and it's all pretty, and the packaging, everything counts, doesn't it? Everything
it does, and it adds to the experience. Excuse me, of getting ready for the rather than, okay, let me just try and prise this packaging open, and it's just, and as I say, once the lashes are out of the box, or out of the packaging I should say, you know, they're just there, and it's, I don't know, I just don't think that they're value for money. And 9 times out of 10 with those lashes, you'll wear them once, twice, maybe, tops, I think, and they go in the bin until the next time. So
no, what I think's great, they say, is a unique selling point is that it is easy application. You know,
yes,
women, we've got so much going on, we have busy lives, so we want something that's going to be able to happen quickly, but effectively.
No, absolutely. And I think one thing that I learned from being in the retail more, and I spent quite a lot of time having face-to-face contact and relations with my customers, which was so important to me, because I like to hear the feedback, and I like to know what works, what's not working. And I was really surprised. I think you take it for granted, or I at least took it for granted, the number of people that just couldn't apply them. That just, or even they haven't even perhaps tried, but just the thought of it, it's just sort of terrifying. And so we came out originally with a brush on glue, which was new to market, because usually, as I just mentioned, with the high street lashes, you get those little squeezy, either squeezy tubes, or it's a fiddly little, it's a tiny little thing, and it's fiddly. With ours, it was much bigger. It's a screw on. You brushed it on top of the you brushed it on the eyelash, and then you placed it on. So it just kind of cuts out some of the faff. Yeah. So it does make life a lot easier. And then even that, a lot of people still was sort of intimidated. So then we came out with our magnetic liner and lashes set, which I think that's what you're wearing.
That's the one.
Today.
It's changed my life. It takes me 2-3 minutes.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
Amazing. It is.
And then I'm kind of like panicking, thinking, okay, this seems too good to be true, and I walk about, dance, and it doesn't move. It's amazing.
No, they're really great. And I mean, you know, as with any product, it's not for everybody. You know, sometimes it depends on your on your skin type. You know, if you some people have lots of, you know, very oily eyelids, or some people just can't get that to work. But we came out with, I think it was in February, we're the first in the UK to come out with the Dollbaby Duo pen, which is I'll show you it actually. I've got the box. I thought I took one out. Oh, here it is. Sorry, excuse me.
It's okay.
So this is the box. So it's a Dollbaby Duo pen. Yeah. And it's one hand application pretty much, and it's not magnetic, so it works with any type of eyelashes as long as they don't have magnets on them. And it comes in 3 colors. So this one here is black, and it has a precision tip, so it's super easy just to line the eye. And the lashes stick to the eyeliner. So in essence, it's very similar to the magnetic liner. The difference is this isn't magnetic, and it works with any type of eye.
Any type.
And it comes in a pen, so you can actually do it with one hand.
Wow.
So it makes, you know, we're trying to, we've made it even easier still. If the magnetic sets don't work for you, or if the magnetic liner doesn't work for you,
you got the Duo.
That's will. Amazing. Yes. So it comes in 3 colors as well. It comes in the black for people that do like a strong line. It comes in the clear for people that just want a very, very natural everyday look. And we have a brown as well, which we have just launched because customers were asking for it. Sometimes black's a bit too stark and clear is not enough. So we're sort of paving the way, and we're kind of innovators.
Amazing.
I like to consider ourselves to be anyway, and we've actually
Yeah,
won
definitely.
for that as
Because
well for innovation, which is
it's funny, as I said,
amazing.
when I've worn lashes, I do singles and all the different things, and I've given myself time over this period. It's been really wonderful. Natural hair, all of that good stuff, and
Yeah,
it's been
yeah,
really
yeah.
good just to give yourself a break. But what I think is exciting is how when you presented this, I was like, oh my God, this is exactly what I want. Genius. Because the glue thing, I'm not knocking anyone that does the glue, but the glue wasn't working, you know, and it
Yeah, it
does.
does take practice.
You know, so the fact that you're given options, it's amazing. Even like your style is what I love as well, because you've got conservative, you know, women that are in the office, they don't want to have it too, you know,
No,
glamorous.
yeah, too
So I love
dramatic
that
and
you've got different
flamboyant.
styles
Yeah,
that suit different women,
absolutely.
different situations, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's another thing that's always been important to me, is to have a wide range to suit all tastes, because you have people that do love. I mean, I have an amazingly wonderful, huge customer base. So excuse me, sorry, I've
It's
got
okay, it
frog
happens,
in my
don't
throat
worry.
today. They love the big, full, dramatic eyelashes, but then you have, you know, not well, I say not only older women. You know, I mean, I have customers from sort of 18 up to 70, and so
Wow.
it's quite, you know, so you have to accommodate for everybody and those in between as well.
That's
So we have probably about, I'd say about 10 natural light and wispy lashes, and then we have a few in the middle, and then it goes up to the kind of full and dramatic. So and the thing that I love about our Dollbaby Duo pen is that it works with all of them except for the ones with magnets on the back.
Yeah.
But even with our magnetic products, our magnetic lashes, we have super natural, like very, very lightweight for those with sparse eyelashes, or we have quite a wide alopecia customer base as well, so those that have no eyelashes at all.
Wow,
So we cater for all people going through chemotherapy with no eyelashes. So we have something for you know, for those people, and we have, and then even with the magnetic, I'm talking about now, up to, you know, night out, super glam, and everything in between. So we stock a lot of lashes and a wide range.
And that's good, you know, when you spoke about chemotherapy, it's so amazing because people need to feel beautiful regardless of what's going on with them. So the fact that you're offering that solution, I think that's beautiful. And I think people do need that, you know, even more.
I agree. And also I think that, you know, I think probably being in the business, I understand and I appreciate that, because I get feedback and I get emails, and I've spoken to customers over you know, many years, but I think a lot of people may underestimate actually how important something just so simple as eyelashes actually is, especially if you are born with none. If you're born with no hair on your body, you know, it's, as a female, you know, we like to have, you know, we feel feminine when we have hair, we feel feminine on our head. I mean, we feel feminine when we have lashes. So even just, or even if you aren't sort of going through chemotherapy, or if you don't have alopecia, even just somebody that wants to feel nice, just either day to day or going out, but they just don't know how, or they don't want to go, you know, because even what I may consider to be supernatural lashes, to someone that's never used them before, was like, oh, that's intimidated, that's a bit too much for me. So we've gone all the way down to literally the most natural that you know, one could actually have manufactured to accommodate a wide range, or we like to think, at least hopefully everybody.
They're catered for. But obviously you've got, you know, your consumer market, but you've definitely overtaken when it comes to the celebrity market, from Cardi B, you know, Poppy Delevingne. I mean, you've literally dressed them all. How did that come about? That must have felt amazing to know that they're wearing your lashes.
It did. I mean, with Poppy, a lovely woman, friend of mine, Amanda Harrington, she has a concierge beauty business, and I remember, and I'd literally just started the business at this time as well. So this was I was blown away. And I remember I was on holiday, I was in Rome at the time, and I was having lunch, and I had a message from Amanda, who introduced herself and said, you know, we want to use your lashes for Poppy. I think she was in a movie at the time. I think it was the Kingsman Legend of the Swords or something like that. I think that there were 2 movies she was in anyway, because she's worn them countless times since. But this particular time, how it all kind of started, and she said, we need, you know, can you get some lashes to her hotel tomorrow morning? And I was in Rome, I was on holiday, and I was
you was like, oh no, how do I do this?
And I just started the business. It was just me, you know, it was only me. I didn't know. Anyway, so I was with my boyfriend at the time, who says to me, look, you need to make, we need to make this work. You need to get them there, so, you know, by hook or by crook. So anyway, managed to do that. And Amanda loved the lashes, and she's a celebrity stylist as well. She does celebrity styling, celebrity makeup, and celebrity tanning, actually. And so she really loved them, and she wore them on the red carpet that night. They look fantastic, and she's worn them sort of countless times since, for many other red carpet events, and London Fashion Week, sort of some Armani fashion shows, etc. And I was also, and then from the back end of that, it kind of got me
into the world of celebrity.
It got more people, it got their attention. So then I think from then it was Victoria's Secrets as well, which was really great. We did 2 of Leonardo DiCaprio's galas, which was again off the back of the wonderful Amanda Harrington. Yes, and then it just kind of, you know, grew from there.
Yeah, because they all speak, they will, you know, people don't realize you could be in the ladies and one of the parties, and they all look at each other and they go, who's your lashes by? And they literally tell each other.
And also makeup artists speak to each other. So you've got the celebrity makeup artists, they all talk to each other. And it's funny because when I got the call to do Poppy's Delavigne's lashes, I said, how did you even find out about the brand? Because I was very new there. I'm talking maybe 6 months or so.
Wow.
And she said, oh, do you not know, oh gosh, her name escapes me. It's Katie. Katie said, I'm going to literally like shoot myself after this. But Katie, can't remember her surname now. It will come to me. And she's the global head of PR for like Models One or Storm, which is like one of the biggest modeling agencies in the world. And she gave me our lashes to use for her wedding.
Wow.
And she said, Tyra, she's the most particular person I know. You know, and so I assume that you must have, you know, that you had some sort of relationship, you know, with her, or friendship or what have you. I was like, I had no idea. So it just goes to your, you know, to your point of people talk, and particularly makeup artists and celebrity makeup artists. So
that's amazing. It just shows, doesn't it? You just create a great product and do give it your heart and soul, and then it just takes off flight, doesn't it? It goes where it needs to go.
Yeah, I think it's not, you know, as long as if the product is good, I think if it's reasonably priced, if it's easy to use, and it's of good quality, you know, then people will buy it.
They will.
I just don't think that something needs to be so excessively priced. And I think maybe for a long time, certain brands were getting away with that because, as I said, there was no in between. No, it was either high street or premium. Yeah, and the you know, the price difference is quite substantial.
It's very different. And then you've also had another claim to fame where your product was on Good Morning and it sold out. How did that happen? That must have been...
Oh, this morning. Yes,
yeah, this morning.
Yeah, so we just launched the magnetic eyeliner and lashes kit.
Yeah.
And we were at Good Morning, This Morning Live. Yeah. And on their website, they add like a little bio about the all of the brands that are going to be there, and part of our bio was about the magnetic set. Wow. And literally we had so many people that came over to see us just from reading that bio alone, and they didn't want to know about anything else. They just was like, no, we've come here for this, you know. they've heard enough, they've read enough, and they just wanted to pick it up. And we were also mentioned on this morning, on this morning, on ITV.
Yeah.
And off of the back of that, we had so much attention. Some of the two of the presenters off of the show had tried the lashes, absolutely loved them, so we're happy to promote and to talk about them. So we sold out at the show, and from the back of that, and even from the back of that, even sort of afterwards, you know, it was very difficult to keep in stock because and again those are the ones that you're using, so you're,
that's right,
you know, a testament to it is a solution and an answer for those that just cannot use eyelash glue.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. And you're an award winner, and that's what's even more poignant, you know, the fact that with all the work that you put in, now you're winning awards. And what's the award that you won? I think that's amazing.
Yes, so we won Professional Product Brand of the Year 2019 at the London Hair and Beauty Awards. And this year we won 2 Lux Life Awards. One was the most innovative product brand for the magnetic eyeliner.
Oh, that's really good.
And also the second one was the most innovative eye beauty brand in the UK. So yes, it's 3 in total now. So just shocked, stunned, but just so
congratulations,
so great,
brilliant.
Because it's not just about selling lashes anymore. I think originally it was about, you know, filling a gap in the market, which was to supply lashes to people that can't afford the premium, but you know that can afford our prices. Basically,
it's affordable luxury, isn't it?
Yes, which is our USP. It's affordable luxury, absolutely. But now it's kind of, you know, we're constantly evolving, and now it's we are trying to just constantly come up with ideas and innovative products to just help make life easier for the consumer when it comes to makeup, when it comes to their eyelashes. So to be recognized for our innovative approach was really,
that's amazing.
really
and you're also into, obviously, the big buzzword in products, in beauty and fashion is sustainability. So you're vegan, which is amazing. And you know, how did that, what made you, obviously for obvious reasons why we want to go vegan, but that's fantastic that the brand is moving in that direction. Is that?
Yes, so we have, I've just noticed I've got like this little this little orb on the bottom of my chin. But,
it's the light.
Anyway, so yeah, it's like moving, so I'm near the window. So we are recognised by the Vegan Society, and we're fully registered by the Vegan Society. So even though, you know, brands can label their products as vegan, which is, you know, fine and fantastic, you know, if the product is vegan, but we wanted to be vetted by a global organisation, which means we can use their trademark, which is the infamous sunflower. So when a vegan sees the sunflower on a product, which is actually, I can show you right here, I'm looking at it, which is just,
oh, I see,
this little one here.
Yes, of course.
So when you see this product, or a vegan sees this product, they know, okay, don't need to look at the ingredients, don't need to check. I know that this supports my ethics and it's okay for me to purchase.
That's amazing.
So yeah, so I mean, because I think a lot of it is very easy just to make claims that you're vegan, but who really knows? You know, but I think if you see the trademark and you see the logo, you know it's okay, and it's sort of in touch with your ethics.
No, I think it's great. No, it's brilliant. I think, as I said, this is what people are moving towards, and I think it's important.
Yes,
and it has so much. It really has impact to the consumers if they have that opinion, and they, you know, they're cautious of animals. So I think it's really good that you've got an all-round focus. And it doesn't hurt as in changing to vegan. A lot of people think it's something wrong with the fact from leather to vegan products. Well, actually, it's even better.
No, it is, and
easier.
And I think, and it doesn't make any difference. You know, going from non-vegan to vegan. You know, I mean, as long as if the product works, as long as it's effective, it's good quality, it has longevity, and it's vegan, well then, you know, what's not to like about that? It's just an extra, you know, you're kind of doing your part, if you like, particularly when it comes to animal welfare.
That's right. That's amazing.
And, yeah,
and then
important.
as a CEO, a boss lady, what it's amazing, you know. I'm so proud of the women I've been talking to. You're an entrepreneur, you're a boss lady, you're doing your thing. What were one of the tips you would recommend to anyone that wants to take this plunge? You know, at this time, a lot of people are reflecting on what they want to do in life. They're really taking steps. They've had time, they're at home, they're reflecting, and they might take that plunge to do a business. And what would you recommend to them? What would be your nuggets to give them to say, guys, before you do this, or anything, you know, even honest things that, gosh, it was tough, you know, whatever.
I think if you want to start your own business, I think the most important thing is it needs to be something that you really enjoy. It needs to be something that you're passionate about. It doesn't matter if your friend's doing something that's making them, I don't know, X amount of money a month or a week or a year. If you don't enjoy doing it, you're not going to stick at it. It's as simple as that. So I think it needs to be something that you enjoy, something that you're passionate about, something that you're excited about, and something that you know something about, or something that you can at least learn about. And I think you have to take the plunge. I think this time is as good as any. The reason being is I think a lot of people are on furlough, so you know, you're getting an income whilst being at home, whereas, you know, on you know, sort of, if we were to look back this time last year, it was a much greater risk, because you can't, especially if you had the kind of job that I did, because even when I'm not in the office, I'm kind of in the office because I'm still working. I was working all the time. But now a lot of people are on furlough. I think maybe I would say to take this opportunity to explore, try and figure out what you really enjoy doing. And even though that may sound a bit patronizing, but it took me a long time to, even though I had certain interests and I knew what I liked and what I didn't like, I knew more about what I didn't like than, okay, what did I like? What could I be good at? So I think use this time to maybe focus on that, and to take the plunge. It's the first step, and don't worry about the big picture. Just I didn't have a business plan. I was told you need a business plan. You know, even that alone is enough to put a lot of people off. Because I wouldn't know how to write a business plan. So, you know, just take the first step. Don't worry about the whole staircase. And from then it evolves, and it does come, especially if it's something that you enjoy and that you're passionate about.
No, I have to agree. I think one of the key things, I love what I do, music and influencing, and it gets me out of bed every day, you know, to get to speak to people like yourself. So you've got to have passion, because with the passion you work hard and you put the time in.
Yes, because you want to. It's not because I have to, because you're not trading time for money anymore, and that's the difference. Because all of the time and input that you're putting in, you're getting everything back. It's the reward of not just financial, but it's just the reward of how it makes you feel. It's the reward of what you're giving back. And the financial aspect is actually, it's, you know, it's a bonus. Obviously we all have to live, you know, we need to make money, but you know, it's you have to be, as you've just described, you have to be passionate about what you're doing, and it has to be something that you enjoy. You don't need to know the ends of what you do, the ins and outs of what you're passionate about straight away. But you can get to learn about it. You can get, I mean, goodness knows there's so many online courses now that are very, you know, they are inexpensive, or some of them are free. I mean, YouTube, I mean, that is just such an invaluable tool. I even used that the other day on how to get some hair dye off of my wall. You know, you can actually,
it's true, you literally Google it, you put it in YouTube and it pops up. It's scary. How to pronounce stuff, everything.
For everything. So you can just find out, and also find out and listen to people that are doing what you want to do. Take advice from people that are in a position that you want to be in.
True.
You know, rather than just fad gurus, or, you know, think of think of the person or somebody that you would aspire to be, and if they have written a book, read the book. If they have a YouTube channel, listen to the channel. Take tips and be inspired by those people. But you have to take the first step. And I think now, even though this is it's such an uncertain
time,
awful time, it's actually a really good time to do it, particularly if you are still, you know, thankfully you're not at work, but you're employed and you're being paid.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I think this time is sad as it's been, and I think of all the people that sadly people have lost and health reasons, but it's been a time where you can actually shine even more because there's more people online. More people are searching for things. People
absolutely.
are not going to the stores, and obviously from the 15th that's going to change, but you have more visibility than you've ever had, and I think that is a positive to take out this experience.
I completely agree. I think that since the lockdown, you know, we did well, and I think that was partly because people just couldn't get their infills done, and lots of people were having lash extensions, and, you know, as we discussed earlier on, because they couldn't put them on. But then it's like, okay, well, I can't get these extensions done now, I need an alternative. But thankfully now, you know, things are starting to open up again. But I think that if I could give one tip, it's just take that first step, because the first step is the hardest to take.
It is.
It really is. And I think, and I just wish that I didn't do this sooner, as cliched as it sounds. I think just something in me snapped just, and it was ironically enough when I got offered a promotion, which was more money, but more responsibility. But my family were telling me, oh, you know, you should just take the promotion. It's sensible, and it's this, that, and the other. And it was just, I just couldn't take it anymore.
No, totally. I think what is life about? Isn't it about going for what you want and changing things and being happy? I think this season has shown us more than ever that we don't know what's around the corner. We had no idea.
No, absolutely. And it wasn't
last year we had no idea we was going to be here.
I mean, and it's just been so devastating. I mean, some of the businesses that have just, as we were saying, around the corner, it was literally from one day, you know, this was kind of this, it was brewing, but it was never, nobody realised the severity of it.
No.
And then to suddenly, poof, people's businesses have just collapsed.
Yeah, no, it's really sad.
So I think those that are fortunate enough to be on furlough, and I do think that it's a fortunate position.
No, it is.
Many may not agree with me, but I think it's very fortunate considering people are losing their jobs, people losing their businesses. You know, it's been tragic. And I think that if you're considering about starting your own business, this is the time.
Yeah, no, I'm 100%. I agree with you. You know, you don't have to look globally what's happening economically. Look at how much millions of people in America, over 30 million people have lost their jobs. I mean, you can't even get your head around that.
No.
So, and you know, people over here have lost their jobs. So it's been really tough. But somehow we've been we're survivors. It's like we adapted. We said, okay, we're now we're online, we're going to change it.
And I think the danger zone the dangerous part of that, though, is, and you're true, the way that we do adapt, and we adapt very quickly, which is great, because that's part of our survival mechanism. But I think if you are, you know, if using an example again, if you're on furlough and now you're, you know, we've been having some beautiful weather, and now we're adapting to, okay, we're at home, we're on furlough, so now that kind of means let's, you know, go and sunbathe in the garden, or, you know, now there are takeaway pubs or whatever, so we can have a drink in the pub. All of that stuff is great, you know, it's fun, and I mean, boy, do we need it. But you know, this, I think I think there's a fine line between kind of too much and okay, let me actually use this opportunity, let me use this time to focus on what I want to do moving forwards. What, you know, is there an opportunity here maybe for me to now learn more about this that I really love, or do more, you know, rather than just going with that flow too much. Flow being
I totally agree with you. I think it's a full sense of security to be very careful. Because,
yes.
You know, not to scare anyone, but we don't know after this what's going to happen. It doesn't show itself, the economic downturn. It shows after. So yes, I'm so grateful people have had been furloughed, but we don't know if they'll be able to have the profits to give people the opportunities after. So they could have not been maybe thinking of
Absolutely
something
right.
else, another income stream, and then after it might not go the way they anticipated. So you're right. I think it's good to always be aware and try your hardest to think of other ways.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I think it's so easy, which I think is what I did for so many years. You have that that job security kind of
Yeah.
comfort blanket, you know. It's just,
Yeah.
you don't think, nobody ever thinks that it's going to happen to them. And
No.
I certainly was one of those people. So
Mm.
yeah, I think it's just that once you've made that first step and just stepped out your comfort zone that one time, then it becomes so much easier after that.
No, definitely. I mean, you sound really confident about what you're doing, your brand. You love your brand, which is really important, as you said. And it's exciting to see what's happening in the future. And, you know, have you got any ideas and that you could share? Obviously, it's not happened yet, but, you know, what you're thinking about with the brand. You've got the magnetic side of things. You've got that duo pen that works for all lashes.
Yep.
What's the next step, or is there anything that you're
um
planning in the future?
there is one particular idea that we have in the pipeline, which I can't discuss just yet,
Okay.
but it is just, I guess it's the next best thing to the pen.
Okay.
um so we're just sort of just trying to plan the details out on that, and just to make sure that it can actually, you know,
Yeah, of
that
course.
our vision is what it can actually do and what it can actually be. But
Yeah.
as I said earlier on, you know, we're just constantly evolving,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what makes this so exciting for me
Mm.
anyway, particularly because it's not just, okay, we're just selling strip lashes and that's it, you know, with brush on glue or squeezy glue. It's just, you know, we're always hungry to find, to and again to be innovative, and
Of
to
course.
come out with things that are brand new to market that can help people, whether they're experienced or not, in applying lashes. So yes, there's one particular product that
Okay, that
we
sounds
are
really
working
exciting.
on. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sorry, I'm so vague, but
No, no, you can't. I totally understand. It's just always good to know if there's anything, or you could be writing a book. You never know, you know, when you've had a journey, sometimes things like that
oh
happen.
yes, no, not quite there. I don't have time for that.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I
No,
know.
it's very exciting. And
But
where can anyone obviously listening that wants to be graced with the most amazing lashes, Dollbaby London, where can they find it? You know, is it online? Obviously,
yes,
online, your Instagram. Let's
yes.
share with the
So
audience.
we are online, which is www.dollbabylondon.uk,
Mm-hmm.
and we are an English brand, by the way.
Yes.
So all of the lashes, they are shipped from our fulfillment centre in the UK.
Okay.
And also Instagram at dollbabylondon, all
That's
one word.
amazing. No, it's amazing. I've had such a wonderful time with you, and it's so
Me
exciting to
too.
hear and speak to people that have just taken that step. You've done that. You took that plunge, and
I
it's a
did.
real it's testament to your personality, your vigor to try and do something different. And I think a lot of people listening to you today will be inspired to try it, as you said, take that plunge.
I hope so.
Yeah,
And you know, we have a 30-day money back guarantee. So if anything doesn't work, you know, you just drop us a line on our customer care info@dollbabylondon.uk. But all of this information is on all of our packaging. It's in
yeah.
our paperwork, you know, so it's completely risk free. We're not here